Have you ever wondered where the spark of human genius comes from? Why progress is so often paired with pain? The ancient Greeks had a story for this, a myth of a titan who defied the gods for the sake of humanity. This is the story of Prometheus and the theft of fire. In the dawn of time, after the mighty titans were overthrown, the age of Zeus and the Olympian gods began. Down on earth, a new race was born, humankind. But they were a fragile, wretched creation. Huddled in caves, they shivered in the cold, lived in perpetual darkness, and knew nothing of art, science, or how to build a better world. They were ghosts in their own lives, fearful and ignorant under the watchful, uncaring eyes of Mount Olympus. But one immortal saw their suffering and felt a pang of pity. His name was Prometheus, which means forethought. He was a titan, but one who had fought alongside Zeus. He was wise, compassionate, and saw something in humanity that the other gods missed. While Zeus saw them as a potential threat, a race to be kept weak and subservient, Prometheus saw potential. He believed that through knowledge and struggle, mortals could achieve greatness. This difference in vision would set them on a collision course that would change the world forever. The tension came to a head at a great feast in a place called Mythology. Gods and mortals gathered to decide once and for all how sacrifices to the heavens would be divided. Prometheus saw his chance to outwit the king of the gods. He slaughtered a large ox and cleverly divided it into two piles. In the first, he hid all the succulent meat and best cuts beneath the animal's unappealing stomach and entrails. In the second, he arranged the bare bones but cunningly concealed them under a glistening, tempting layer of rich fat. He then presented the two piles to Zeus and invited him to choose the god's portion. Deceived by the enticing appearance, Zeus chose the pile of bones and fat. When he discovered the trick, his fury was immense. He saw it as a direct challenge, an insult to his authority, and a sign of Prometheus's dangerous favoritism toward mortals. "You have made a fool of me to honor these creatures," Zeus thundered. "For this they will pay." In his rage, Zeus decreed that fire, the source of warmth, light, and progress, would be withheld from humanity forever. The world was plunged back into cold and darkness, but Prometheus would not let his beloved creation perish. His heart ached for the shivering mortals below. So, driven by compassion, he devised a daring plan. Under the cloak of night, he ascended to the heavens, to the very chariot of the sun god, Helios. There, he took a glowing ember, a single spark of the sacred celestial fire, and concealed it inside the hollow stalk of a fennel plant. He smuggled it down from the heavens, a thief in the night, and delivered it to the world of men. Imagine the joy when that first flame flickered in the darkness. For the first time, humanity had power. They learned to cook their food, to forge tools and weapons from metal, to build homes and to gather together, sharing stories and dreams around the campfire. Light pushed back the shadows, and with it, civilization was born. But this triumph did not go unnoticed. From his throne on Olympus, Zeus saw the pinpricks of light spreading across the dark plains of the earth, and he knew Prometheus had defied him, and his vengeance would be swift, terrible, and aimed at both the thief and those who received his stolen gift. The punishment for Prometheus was brutal and eternal. Zeus ordered Hephaestus, the smith god, to chain the titan to a desolate, windswept peak in the Caucasus Mountains. There, bound in unbreakable iron, Prometheus was left to suffer. And each day, a monstrous eagle, the personal emblem of Zeus, would descend from the sky. It would tear into Prometheus's flesh and devour his liver. But because he was immortal, his liver would regenerate completely each night, only for the horrific torture to begin again at dawn. It was a cycle of agony designed to last for eternity, a chilling message to any who would dare defy the king of the gods. But Zeus's revenge wasn't complete. He also sought to punish humanity for accepting the gift of fire, and his method was diabolically clever. He commanded Hephaestus to mold a woman from clay, an image of breathtaking beauty. The gods and goddesses then showered her with gifts. Aphrodite gave her unparalleled charm, Athena gave her skill in weaving and crafts, and Hermes, the messenger god, gave her a cunning mind and a persuasive, deceitful tongue. They named her Pandora, which means all-gifted. Zeus then presented this perfect creation as a gift to Prometheus's simple-minded brother, Prometheus, whose name means afterthought. Prometheus had warned his brother never to accept anything from Zeus, but Prometheus was captivated by Pandora's beauty and welcomed her. With her, Pandora brought a sealed jar, a wedding present from Zeus himself, with a strict warning never to open it. But curiosity, another one of her gifts, gnawed at her. The mystery of the jar was too much to bear. One day, she lifted the lid. In that instant, a swarm of terrible things burst forth and escaped into the world. Sickness, sorrow, poverty, envy, war, and death flew out and spread across the land, plaguing humankind forever. Horrified by what she had done, Pandora slammed the lid shut, but it was too late. She had managed to trap only one thing inside the jar, Elpis, the spirit of hope. And so humanity, gifted with the fire of knowledge, was now also cursed with every suffering imaginable, with only a flicker of hope to sustain them through the darkness. Ages passed. Prometheus endured his torment on the lonely mountain, his silent suffering a testament to his love for humanity. Then one day, a hero arrived. It was Heracles, the mighty son of Zeus, on one of his famous 12 labors. Moved with pity for the Titan's plight, Heracles drew his great bow, shot the eagle from the sky, and shattered Prometheus's chains, setting him free. And in a surprising turn, Zeus allowed it. Perhaps he recognized that the cycle of punishment had run its course, or perhaps he understood that the hero he fathered was destined to right this ancient wrong. The mortal son of the Punisher had freed the immortal who defied him. The story of Prometheus is more than just a myth. It's a profound exploration of the human condition. Prometheus represents the relentless spirit of human intellect, rebellion, and the willingness to sacrifice for progress. Zeus embodies order, divine law, and the cosmic forces that keep humanity in its place. The fire itself is the double-edged sword of knowledge and technology, a tool that can create wonders but also unleash destruction. And Pandora's jar teaches us that suffering and hope are two sides of the same coin, inseparable from our existence. This myth beautifully captures the idea that humanity is forever caught between its divine aspirations and its mortal frailties, always reaching for the light and always paying the price for it. Thank you so much for journeying back to ancient Greece with me today. If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more myths that shaped our world, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments which myth you'd like to see next. See you in the next story.